Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Ripple. Show me the money!
Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money!
I believe that Tesla will be a dividend stock. Right now they are a growth stock, but at some point they're going to switch to giving profits back to investors. I'm going to attempt to make you think about that in the future and why you should keep dividends in your evaluation of the company today. I do think the current stock price matches the evaluation they should be at, as they're a growth stock and a disruptive company. However, at some point the growth will slow down. I believe they should be at about a $2,000 evaluation per share when the Cybertruck is released. And my longer range goal for the stock price is that it'll be $3,000 a share in 2024.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Let's look at why they'll be a dividend stock. Let's get to it. My opinion is that Tesla will become a dividend stock based on the autonomy aspect of their business model. They are moving forward consistently with the progress towards self-driving cars. Elon has said that they're very close to level 5 autonomy, and as an owner of a Model 3, I have my car equipped with the self-driving program, and I can certify that right now the car does about 90 to 95% of my driving. Right now. It can now read and react to stoplights and stop signs, and it's improving all the time. In this video that I did a few months ago, you can see my Model 3 handle both stop signs and stoplights. I'll put a link at the end of this video on the end screen if you'd like to watch the full episode. The reason this is important as a dividend narrative is that at some point the goal is to make an autonomous driving network. They would like to create a system like Uber, however it would have no driver. So that would reduce the cost per mile, with electricity being cheaper than gas. The amount per ride is not something that other companies will be able to match. When this goes live, the other companies, they'll lose market share, and they'll lose market share at high rates. And Tesla knows this, so they will then dominate that market. All those profits will go straight to the bottom line, as most of the cars will either be owned by people or they'll be leased turn-ins that have been mostly paid for at that point. And Tesla's investment in a rideshare app will not cost very much in the long run. In recognition of the value in this model, Tesla has said that the price of the self-driving option will increase consistently from here to the point that the network goes live. The price of this option will make the cars too expensive for most people to own. So the amount of cars they actually build will decrease substantially. However, their costs and profits will skyrocket.
Yeah! Woo! Clear the tower!
And lend to the need to start dispersing revenue to the stockholders. I'm certain that when they reach this level, they will also be making a large amount of revenue from their other areas like the energy division. During this slower growth period and ramp up to revenue disbursement, they'll recognize that other companies need to build cars also, and I think they'll start selling the Gigafactory model to the other companies so that they can build their variations of the electric car. Elon believes that we'll need approximately 100 gigafactories to match the world demand for travel. So they continue to grow as an auto company, but it will be through expansive development of the factories. All these different revenue streams will combine to massive profits for those stockholders that have already bought in. I believe my calculation that when the process has been put into motion, the stock price will increase to $6,000 a share by 2027. You're probably thinking, why would an autonomous network be successful? Wouldn't it be scary to get into a car that drives itself? As a gig driver, I can't wait to start doing rides on the Tesla network. I think adoption will happen quickly to driverless cars, as every ride I currently offer, I'm able to show people what the car can do now, and people are very receptive to that. They enjoy it, they like it. When Tesla launches their driving network, more and more people will be exposed to the technology, and by the time the network becomes autonomous, I believe about 60% of the population will have been exposed to driverless cars and the autopilot function. There are distinct advantages to a driverless car. First off, as a passenger, you'll not have to think about leaving a tip. The car doesn't accept tips. You can have any conversation you want with your fellow passengers and not have to worry about talking to someone you don't know or be judged by someone you don't know. With no driver in the car, you'll not have to worry about being exposed to germs from someone that you don't know. In today's world of the 19, it is not a good idea to mingle with people that don't live in your household. The risk for passengers with an autonomous car would go way down. And it'll be available at a much lower price than what you currently pay for driving with the other networks. Not having a driver makes that price go way down. With these positive narratives, I believe that people will push the network to be expanded once it's opened. The end goal for the passenger would be a bump in their income, because if they can get cheap rides everywhere they want to go, they'll not need to buy a car. They won't have to pay insurance. They won't have to pay registration. They won't have the monthly car payment. So the lack of car ownership will make the population's economic outlooks increase in dramatic ways. I'm sure that all these factors will lead the company to be extremely profitable in the future. And as we look at the price of the stock today, we need to include this in the evaluation process. And the more shares that I can get now, the better. I do believe I'll be priced out of the market for shares at some point. But for now, I keep buying when I can. And I'm gonna keep doing that. I hope I have given you something to think about. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Also, shout out to my YouTube heroes, including Zach and Jesse from Now You Know, Gally from Hyperchange, and Steve and Mark Ryan at Solving the Money Problem. I love these guys' content, and if you don't currently watch them, well, you should, because they're awesome. They have great content, and I'd love to hear their opinion about this particular issue. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You can hit the bell icon to accept notifications. That'll let you know when I upload a new episode. And take care of your neighbors. Be safe. Cheers. Here's to the upcoming Cybertruck and Tesla world domination.